I just wanted to let you guys know a little bit of what I go through, even now at almost 51 years old, after being traumatized by sexual abuse when I was very, very young. It took me a while to understand that it was very hard for me to think of very many things at once. So like today, for example, I won't get into specific details. I just had some things that were very important that I get done for my well-being and my financial ability. It's hard for me to admit this because you have such a stigma put on you that you're crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I was traumatized as a child by people I thought loved me. But I had to get this done today. So when I went to the place where I had to get it done, I broke down in tears because I had so many thoughts going on at once that I couldn't even hardly accomplish the minor thing that I needed to do. It's a constant struggle. I cope, but sometimes I can only do one thing a day just to make it through so I don't get overwhelmed and have an anxiety attack or a panic attack, or I've even passed out because I was so overwhelmed. A lot of us hide this because we're so embarrassed because of the stigma they put on us. We don't get to enjoy many things that other people do. I don't get to hold down a job because I can't handle it. Every job I have been in, every job, I've been sexually harassed. It's a struggle for me to get into the car. It's a struggle for me to go down the road and even go to see family. No one understands this unless you've been through it. I feel you. I understand you. I go through it every single day. Some days are better than others. Some days I have no problem, or I think I don't. And then something will pop up and it'll overwhelm me. A lot of us that were traumatized and sexually abused or abused in any sort of way, men or women, we struggle. We struggle daily. We struggle to go to the mailbox. I struggle just to sweep the floor sometimes because I have so many things going up here at once. But if something is very, very important, then I automatically think I might not do it right. Not only was I sexually abused, I've been abandoned twice. 3 marriages, none of them good. None of them good. And it seems that we always attract the narcissist. We always are re-traumatized over and over and over again until we start to feel that we're worth something. If it wasn't for God, I still would be under a rock, not even trying, just in bed asleep. But I just pray. And I have a man in my life now that he knows when I'm overwhelmed, and sometimes he'll just even get up and get a drink for me, and to me that I've never had anybody do that. Just go get me a drink. I guess the reason I'm putting this up here because when someone tells you, well, you need to do this and you need to do that, and the whole time you're thinking, I can't. Please don't tell me I need to do anything else because I can't right now. I can't think of doing anything else because it took me so long to get out the door to do the simple thing that I just did. Your self-esteem is stripped of you. Your childhood is stripped from you. You didn't get the freedom of running around fancy free because you were an adult as a child. You have the extreme want to be a child right now when you're finally starting to heal. And you will heal. I promise that. It's not that I'm trying to be negative right now. It's that I'm amazed that I could even do what I did today. The last marriage I had was detrimental to my brain. Things thrown at me. Financially abused and stolen from. And still paying for it. Because another narcissist. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you attract some of the worst people in the world to be attached to. The important thing is that you recognize it now. You're worth more than the way they treat you. You're worth more than the way they treated you. You can cope. You just have to make those that love you understand, some things really do overwhelm me. I'm not trying to hide. I'm not trying to pretend nothing happened. I just need some understanding. I just need you to understand that sometimes I don't think like you do. My brain doesn't work like yours. My brain was stunted. Even as a child in school, I cried when I had a math problem I couldn't do. I cried all through school. I felt I was stupid, but I wasn't. My brain just did not work on those terms. Yes, I'm different, but I'm not crazy. Sometimes I'm I'm way more sensitive than those around me. I sense bad people. I sense when somebody's not on the up and up. I want to encourage you because we all have bad days. We all have those days where we think, not today. God, I can't do it today. It's okay. As long as you don't stay there. Lay down, take a nap, do something that you enjoy, and then try harder the next day. You'll eventually get it. Your body needs and your mind needs to know that you were treated differently at a young age, or as a woman abused, or whatever you were abused by, whoever, whatever, whenever. But you can do it because you will find someone that understands you. And I have. And he doesn't hold it against me. I never thought I would find that. I never thought I would find somebody that would cook for me, or when I cook, do the dishes. To me, that's like winning $1 million. It's okay, you'll get there. You'll have days where you won't want to smile. You'll have days you won't want to talk. You'll have days that you don't want to get out of bed. But don't ever, ever think you're not worth anything. And don't ever, ever think that you're better off dead, because you are not. There's someone out there that cares, and there is someone that's always there whether you believe it or not. And you know who I'm talking about. I just want to encourage you to help you understand you're not stupid. You just had to deal with too much, too quick. And eventually, you'll cope. You may not always be perfect. You may have days where you can't get out, even get groceries. But you'll get there. Especially since I'm here, I know how you feel. I'm trying to tell you this, and the only reason I'm doing this because there are people that need to know they're not crazy. I'm not bipolar, not because of my chemicals, not because I'm crazy. I'm bipolar because of what was done to me several times. Now my mind is just trying to wrap itself around doing normal tasks because I dealt with so much trauma. Fight the good fight, guys. You will be victorious. And I do suggest, and I will continue to suggest, listen to the words to Skillet's album, Victorious. It fits what we go through so well.